One day, a hunter who was known as the king of the forest, because of his hunting skills and bravery, accidentally shot an unknown person who turned out to be a princess. The question is, what was a royal princess doing in the heart of the forest? Let's find out. Once upon a time, in a beautiful African kingdom, there lived a brave princess named Adora. She was the only child of her parents. Adora was always surrounded with guards and maidens. She was tired of all the luxuries in the palace. She wanted to have a feel of the jungle. Her grandmother had told her a lot of beautiful stories about the forest when she was younger, and so she decided to embark on a journey to the forest all by herself, not minding how dangerous it was going to be. These desires of the princess led her to leave the kingdom without telling anyone, not even her most trusted maid. She was determined to leave the palace no matter how. One fateful night, the princess, pretending to be ill, dismissed her personal maidens, asking them to respect her privacy and give her some time alone. The maidens left without hesitation. The princess lay down pretending to be resting while waiting for everyone to fall asleep. She had served the security guards a fresh palm wine containing sleeping pills. She gave them the drink through one of her maids, assuring her that it was from her father the king, who was celebrating the special occasion. As soon as everyone fell asleep, she used the secret exit known only to the royal family to escape without anyone noticing. She carefully planned her departure and taking precautions to avoid being seen. The princess was able to leave the palace unnoticed and began her journey into the unknown. She journeyed all through the night, facing so many dangerous challenges, but she never gave up. Being a royalty, she was able to overcome all the dangers. She got to a point where she was tired and weak, and so she decided to rest under a big tree. Enjoying the different sounds coming from the birds and the cold breeze from the tree, Adora peacefully slept off, only to find herself in the middle of the forest the next morning. Back home, the king and queen discovered that their daughter was missing from the palace. They gathered all the palace guards and maidens, questioning them about the whereabouts of the princess. They explained all that happened the previous night to the king. The king couldn't believe that his daughter, the pride of the kingdom, was nowhere to be found. He quickly organized a search party to go in search of the princess. In the forest, the princess faced a lot of dangers and challenges. She encountered wild animals that threatened her. The princess also encountered criminals who roamed the forest, seeking to snatch things from travelers. These criminals posed a significant threat to her well-being, and she had to rely on her courage to continue her journey. The princess had to contend with the loneliness and the risk of being away from the comfort and security of her kingdom. She faced moments of doubt and fear, wondering if she had made the right decision to embark on the journey, and if she would ever find her way back home. Despite these dangers and challenges, the princess demonstrated her strength, bravery, and determination as she persevered through the trials of the forest. On a fateful evening, a brave hunter ventured deep into the forest in search of animals. Surprisingly, he stumbled upon a figure cloaked in shadows. He set his bow and arrow, ready to defend himself. But as the figure walked towards the light, he was shocked to see that the creature standing before him was not a wild animal as suspected, but a beautiful princess. Unfortunately, he had out of fear shot the princess. He quickly dropped his weapons and rushed towards the princess, his hands trembling with fear. He had wounded not just any maiden, but the cherished daughter of the kingdom. The princess was in so much pain, and so the hunter took her to his little hut, where he tended to her wounds. When she felt better, the hunter asked her why she left the comfort of her royal home to a deadly forest. The princess, with a deep smile of regret, narrated her story to the hunter, who was surprised and moved by the princess' brave actions. And he decided to take the princess back home no matter what. On their journey back to the princess's kingdom, they faced many dangers, but the hunter was able to overcome all. As they approached the palace, the hunter was worried about how the king would react to him when he found out that he mistakenly shot the princess. Surprisingly, the king and the elders who were in the palace, waiting for the warriors who left days ago in search of the princess, welcomed him as a hero for bringing their pride back home safe and sound. The princess, regretting her actions, apologized to her parents and the elders for taking such a dangerous decision without thinking about the consequences. The king, who was overjoyed to see his daughter, called for a grand feast in the palace to celebrate the return of the princess. After the feast, the hunter, who became Adora's best friend during their journey back from the forest, was set to return back to his kingdom. The princess pleaded with him to spend more time in the palace, but he refused, saying he doesn't belong to her world. The princess felt sad, but there was nothing she could do. Eventually, they went their separate ways, but they will always remember the bond of friendship they formed during their journey. The tale of the hunter and the princess remind us that courage, compassion, kindness, and forgiveness have the power to heal even the deepest wounds. Alright guys, that brings us to the end of the story of the brave princess. Make sure you drop your comments in the comment section and tell us what you think about the story. And don't forget to subscribe for more interesting videos if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet. And also turn on the bell so you'll be notified whenever I post a new video. Thank you. See you guys in my next video. Bye for now.